Mm-hmm.
And then Callis comes out with Doyle and he shakes Andrade's hand. All of a sudden, he's like, I have something important to say.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the new member of the Don Callis family, Kevin Knight. And I'm just like, what an underwhelming way to put him in the group. I know last week they met backstage and stuff like that. I feel like it should have been a longer pursuit. One, two, I don't think Kevin Knight needs to be in the Don Callis family.
Yeah, that's the only part that I really care about.
Oh,
Like
and
I think they basically said we're breaking him out and we're going to put him in the spot that Takesha was in, and I'm like, given that he was on TV at the rate he was, he was going into this match. I feel like he was already where Takeshita was in the Don Callis family as far as the level, and now you put him there, and it's like, so. I mean, obviously, they're setting up like this Don Callis thing is just a long form thing of incubation chamber for people to eventually break off as a babyface away from Don Callis family. They feud with Don Callis family. I get that. I just didn't feel like it was needed for Kevin Knight to be in this.
same. And for me, it reeks of like Machiavellian forces shuffling people around the card to ensure certain outcomes are met. Now, for me, looking at Kevin Knight, I felt like he should have got a shot to stand on his own.
Or better
He,
yet, how about he take up Swerve on that offer?
there is that.
That's far more interesting.
I'm gonna
That's
leave that to the side right
that's
now
to
because
me that's far more interesting because he gets to stand. He gets to stand to be a more unique presence in the in position wise in the company that way. And like it's one. Well, I can't say that. I just think that it's I would have more confidence if it was in this overall operation if it was Swerve and Kevin Knight together as opposed to, you know, the kind of presentation we just have for both of them present right now.
yeah. How can I say this? Kevin Knight. I believe in Kevin Knight's ability to overcome what I think the limitations of the Don Callis family are. It feels like whatever. If LA's
I
guys
think
on the
I think he's positioned to where he's one of the guys. I don't think he's a guy. I think he's like how there was a top four original like there was Andrade, there was Fletcher, Takeshita, and Okada. I
Mhm.
think he's just replaced Takeshita in the pecking order.
Yeah, but I'm like, you close this pay per view with this seemingly major angle. You
Right.
break up his tag team inside of 2 weeks that he could have
Hmm.
got much mileage out of,
I
right?
mean, there's still mileage in it given that finish. They're going to do that
Yeah,
again. They're definitely
but
doing that again.
I'm like, man, you can just like build it up for that. For have him avoid the nigga for a little bit. Give Bailey a few wins. Like, say I'm coming for you. Have Knight duck him and be like, I'm done with you. And then eventually gets him in the ring, like something like that. Like,
They can still, but I think their logic is we're still going to do that. So we're just going to do with him going up the mountain against Callis guys. I think that's what he's going to rebuild, beating Callis guys before he gets back to a rematch with Knight. I think that's what their logic is. But it's like we've seen it so many times before, whether it's Callis or Death Riders now at
it's
this point.
uninspired as fuck. Like,
Or, the other times, the other multiple times that MJF has done it with his various heel factions.
and my whole point was like, you do this major angle with him closing one of your big shows, essentially your 7th anniversary show, and your next answer is to put him in the faction like that, just like is like he's all right. He's not number one, right? And it's like,
You put a
and
ceiling on how far you can reach. Yeah.
right, and it's just like, okay, do I think he's gonna try to? And his whole thing, he has a TNT belt, and he's going for. He said, "I want to be Jet 2 belts and stuff like that." So like,
Right.
his eye is on the prize, technically, right?
But everybody's is though.
Yeah,
Like that's like that. Like at this point in time, like
like we know how this company
saying
works.
that in February meant something different than saying it now because back in February, we were like, where is it going to play out? Where now it's like, oh, well, that was his game plan. Like we got rid of the rankings, and to make up for that is we basically say every single person in the company wants the AEW World Title, even if they're secondary champions with other belts, because you can always sell stories off of similar like tournaments where it's like this person lost to this person, they can always be get back because you ruin up their linear plan path towards whatever else they can meet back and run it back. Like it functions in that way without having to like do promos about betrayal and all that kind of stuff. I get it. That's fine. But after now seeing it for now month 6 of it is like I'm fully aware this is your operating strategy now.
And on like, I get Kevin Knight turns heel, right? And I was like, all right, after Kevin Knight turns heel, it's like I feel like we need to lock the door on the heel turns for quite a while. And I'm just filling out cards and looking at opponents and who's available, and it's just like there's so many heels. And I was like, where the fuck are our heroes? Who are our heroes?
Darby, top baby faces, right?
Yeah.
All right, Darby, Osprey, Omega, Takeshita. Who else we naming?
It starts getting slim. Jericho.
Okay.
Like, we don't know what Mox is.
I won't call him babyface.
It's tough. Yeah. Bandito?
Yeah, I put him there. But at the same time, he can't beat Swerve. Hangman Page whenever he comes back, but he can't be champion ever again.
Yeah.
Until he turns heel. It's like we just gonna load up on heels. It's like they treating this shit like a pitching staff. We have everybody come out here throwing 99 off the mound. Like, hey man, where are the baby faces? They have messed up the balance again.
Look, I want to see baby faces whooping ass. Like, people have this obsession with heels and just acting like assholes, and maybe that's a personal problem with them, right? Like, right. But I want to see people be fucking heroic. I want to see people be epic. I want to see people be upstanding motherfuckers. Like, and then
be faced with adversity, and then ultimately at the end, no matter how bleak it gets, like ultimately like decide to fight through it or the controversy to persevere because it's inspiring. Yeah.
Like, for me, like, the stars are not the fucking heels who are smarter than everybody, who seem to gang up on everybody, who seem to beat everybody's ass. And
in our collectives.
Right. And seem to figure it out, right? But I'm like, the best fucking baby faces we're left with are the fucking conglomeration. Like,
and they have nerfed heavily Orange Cassidy since he came back. Yeah.
Seemingly. That's what we're left with, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, now
we have one babyface faction, like faction, and we have, Death Riders and Don Callis. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, it just feels, back to the Kevin Knight thing, to swing it back around to him, it feels creatively uninspired, and it
would Brody King count as a top babyface in this company right now?
I guess.
But he's not main event in pay-per-view.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I'm looking at it like, I just think there was so many more creative things to do with Kevin, like, and it's more status quo than anything. And it's like, okay, I know the exact like path with Knight and where he's going. It's like, I would have preferred to see him do his own thing personally, but.
Yeah, can you put up that message or that chat about how the show started?
When has he ever been a good babyface?
I mean that's a good point. Like, the show did start heel versus heel. That should be indicative of what we're saying. Like, they have strayed too far into the heel stuff.
Yeah,
like I enjoyed it because Rush was gonna beat the shit out of him, and he was the one to cheer for in the match because it's MJF. But still, even then, it's still bad guy versus bad guy. It's just one bad guy you'd rather he win than the baddest of bad guys. Yeah. Now back to
and really, who knows with Rush? Like that nigga's a wild card. Like, I
mean, everyone say because LFI still they're
that shit don't exist no more.
It don't?
Oh, I don't think so.
That's just not in Ring of Honor? Sammy? was exist. But yeah, man. Seamus Nova said, Rich on his knees, begging, praying for the return of Jay White. Hey, man, I can tell you one thing. Uh, I am quite sure that Rich Latta is not on his knees begging for a return of Jay White.
Under any circumstances, I don't.
Get well soon and all that. You know, the last time we saw him was January 4th. But goddamn, yeah, man, Babyface Jay White is not. That's not really a thing.
Yeah, I don't even know what that process was
like. That they ain't even been like. I mean, I've only ever heard of it twice, right? Like Ring of Honor excursion, and then like Bang Bang Gang, and it's like, all right, well that's some Saturday shit. So what's the ceiling on that?
I'm all right.
Yeah,
we all right. Like collectively, like what else we got?
You want Babyface Jay while he's spouting out catchphrase after catchphrase after catchphrase and nothing of substance. All right, y'all got it. Y'all gotta have it.
Kevin Knight beats Mike Bailey.
Great match.
Yeah, great match.
Great match. It wasn't, but there's a better match in them, and you know how that finish went with the run-ins. And he's like, oh, okay, that's not a blow off. That's not the definitive Kevin Knight in.
I wanted this to open
match.
All In, and I don't know. They'll probably mess around and do it in Canada.
I mean, yeah, and get him to win there. Yeah, that's you're probably right there.